Hello YouTube, welcome back to Yassid Lap Guides. My name is Sir Foch, and today we are taking the Ferrari 296 out for a drive on Kyalami. Can definitely tell I like this circuit, as it is always the one I'm happy to return to. This time we're doing it pretty early in the series. So, the 296 and Kyalami in 1.9 definitely has gotten quite a bit trickier to drive, especially on the braking. The car also tends to understeer more, as does really any other car in this update. And keeping the rear tires alive is the challenge. This track isn't too bad for the rear tires, but still they will wear off way before the fronts do. So you can be very aggressive on the front tire characteristics and try to preserve the rears. But we'll talk about that more in the setup. From the experience in racing Kyalami in the new update, the car seems competitive lap time wise. The straight line speed is lacking, just like with the 488, but it has gotten closer with most other cars. Some cars will still shoot past you down the straight, but not all of them anymore, so that's good. But the car is still very quick in Sector 2, so that is where you make most of your lap time. That being said, let's talk about the references. They haven't changed that much, but there is definitely some nuances. For instance, generally braking is done a couple of meters earlier, which can really throw you off. And braking too late is going to be very expensive in this update. Braking before the 100-meter board, roughly car length, getting on power here nice and early. The car has really big turbo lag, so you want to be on power super early with this. Braking before the TV antenna, trying not to go fully sideways there. Clipping the inside apex can be beneficial as well. The car takes bumps really well. Now for the sunset, a little tap on the brakes. We can trail brake into the corner as well. The car is super stable there. Here we're braking at a 50-meter board. Once again, can touch the curb. Don't really want to drive over too much. Here we're braking before the red curb, going over the inside curb. Little lift in the middle. Can also go a little bit over the outside curb. Flat out on the exit. Here we're braking just before the Marshall post. In this update, it's a little bit too early, but we'll dial it all in for our hot lap. And then the run down the hill for the crocodiles. We're looking at the 100-meter board, the little white line before or on the track, and we're braking a little bit before it. We can also downshift very aggressively with this car. The engine braking is really strong, and it doesn't have a red line that is set in stone and rather low like the old car, so you can really push the downshifts. For the last corner, we're braking roughly a car length before the 50-meter board. There's a light patch of gravel on the right side of the road there as well. That being said, let's get into the setup and send it for a hot lap. Alright, so here is the setup. As you can see, we're still maxing out the camber and the front toe. As I said previously on Valencia, the front tires aren't really doing that much work in this update, so you can abuse the front toe. Rear toe at -2. You just need that extra rotation at high-speed exits. Running 2 ABS. We're cycling TCU between 6, 5, and 4. Still using brake pad 2, as I do prefer that smoother braking experience with 2 ABS, but your experience might vary. So here's our mechanical. Very stiff rear end to try to keep that rear stable and planted, and make sure that our aero platform is rather stable. A little bit of front bump stop range, pretty stiff springs to not over rotate going over the bumps. Pretty low preload, low rear roll bar, and pretty low front roll bar as well, to allow some flexing here. Really stiff rear dampers, once again rather soft front, and aero wise full wing. As Kyalami, you don't really get up to very high speeds due to the high altitude, so it's kind of pointless to run anything other than that. a little bit of extra front ride height to help you clear the curbs, and quite a bit of rake as well. This is what I'm using. Is it optimal? I don't know, because it is a bit early in the patch. Once again, 2 camps, min-maxers and realism chasers are in the game right now. Yeah, I'm here somewhere in the middle, I guess. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the hot lap. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you on the next one.